Our second page for the prelims. Okay, so I'm going to discuss some questions on the prelims, which will be based on art and culture and art and culture and medieval India. So there will be almost, I think, 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 7 to ja 14, 3 ja 28, 4 ja 35, and 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 lines are there. So 7 7 ja 49, almost 49 pages are there. That are not almost 49, but it can be less than that. So this is ancient. So while covering this whole ancient part, I came through medieval. Okay. So now we are going to discuss who among the following were the famous Jews of medieval India. So here is Vijaneshwara, Himadri, Rajshekhara and Jimutavahan. So Himadin, Vijaneshwar and Jimutavahan were the famous, like Himadri, Vijaneshwara and Jimutavahan. These three are famous, and Rajashekhara was not the famous. Okay, so Vijaneshwar and Jimutavahana wrote book Mitakshara and Dayabhaga respectively. Rajashekhara was court poet of Gurjara Pratihara. He wrote Kavya Mimasa. So Rajashekhara was a court poet. Gurjara Parihara, he wrote the Kavya Mimasa. So Rajashekhara, what he wrote, Kavya Mimasa. Rest three was Vijaneshwara, Himadri and Jimutavahana. Next, bronze iron of Nataraj caused during the Chola period invariably show the deity with four hands. Okay, so bronze icon of Nataraja was the cast during the Chola period and invariably show the deity with four hands, which is one of the finest example of Chola sculpture. Which one of the following monument has the dome which is said to be the one of the largest in the world? So it was the Gold Gumbad of Bijapur. So Gold Gumbad of Bijapur is one of the largest dome architecture in the world. It is the mausoleum of Muhammad Adil Shah Suri of Bijapur. It was built during the Bahmani kingdom. Ashtapradhan was the council of ministers. It is the Maratha administration. Ashtapradhan was a council of 8 ministers constituted by Shivaji in Maratha. It composed of Pant Pradhan and Peshwa Amatya Sachiv Mantri, Senapati Sumant Nyayadhish and Pandit Rao. So Peshwa Amatya Sachitra Sachiv Mantri, Senapati, Sumatra and Pandit Rao. Next, consider the map given below. The routes indicated in the map was followed during the course of his military expedition by, it was the Malik Kafur. Okay, this route was, the route indicate the military expedition of Malik Kafur, who was sent by Alauddin Khilji for southern expedition, who reached up to the Kanyakumari and established the rule of Delhi Sultanate, southern part of India. The Modi script was in Maratha. So in order to keep the revenue of administration record in the Modi script was employed in the document of Maratha, although Modi was primarily used to write Maratha rather language such as Urdu, Kannada, Gujarati and Hindi. So known as Modi 1996. Nastaliq was a Persian script used in the medieval India. So Nastaliq was a Persian script. It's not Raga, not Sezlevit, not Manual of Code. It's just a Persian script of medieval India. So Nastaliq is one of the important calligraphic hand used in the writing of Persian script. It is being extensively practiced in Iran, India, Afghanistan and other countries. Next question is, the Sufi saint who maintained the devotional music was one way of coming close to the god is Baba Farid, not Moinuddin Chishti. To come in the god, if you want to go for the god, then it is Baba Farid. So Baba Farid Ganj Shakkar of Chishti Silsila Sufi saint maintained that music is one of the reaching close to the god. So music, he said music is very important. Mughal painting reached in the zenith of Jahangir. Mughal painting reached its zenith under the Emperor Jahangir, who himself was a great painter. Jahangir claimed that he could identify the painter just looking at his work. In medieval India, Mansabdari system was introduced mainly for it is effective cleaning of administration. So it is making recruitment to the army? No. It is facilitating revenue collection? No. Ensuring religious harmony? That is totally no. Okay, and recruitment may be possible, but army is there, so it can't be. It is for the administration. Okay, Mansabdari system was introduced in Akbar. It was a combined status of showing a noble civil military capability. A noble was assigned Jat and Sawar. Prem Vatika poem on the life of Krishna was composed by it was Ras Khan. So Ras Khan was the Hindi poet, though he was the Muslim but followed the Lord Krishna. His original name was Sayyid Ibrahim Surdasa. Was 16th century blind Hindu devotional poet singer who was known for the lyrics written in the praise of Krishna. Kabir was 15th century Indian mystic poet and saint whose writing influenced the Hinduism of Bhakti movement. After consolidation of the power, Balban assumed the grand title of Jil-e-Ilahi. So Balban assumed the grand title of Jil-e-Ilahi. After consolidation of his power, Balban assumed the grand title of Jil-e-Ilahi. It was influenced by the Persian court modern Tut-e-Hind is reference to Amir Khusro. Deen-e-Ilahi was a syncretic religion pronounced by the Mughal Emperor Akbar. So Deen-e-Ilahi title was given to the Bal Gangadhar Tilak. The head of the military department under the recognition center machinery of administration during Akbar reign was Mir Bakshi for the military. So Mir Bakshi was the head of military and intelligence department. Diwan referred to a ministry of department in the Mughal. It meant specifically the financial or ministry. Mr. Saman was the official in charge of the imperial household store and the workshop for producing goods for the place and the arsenal. The sponsor and the most prominent figure of the Chishti order of Sufi in the India is Khwaja Moinuddin Chishti. The Chishti order takes its name from village Chishti in Ajmer. No. Okay. So Chishti saint or Moinuddin Chishti, popularly known as Garib Nawaz, meaning a benefactor of the poor. And Chist order was founded in Chist, a small town near the Afghanistan. Okay, not in Ajmer. The medieval India writer who referred to the discovery of America is it's Abul Fazl who wrote the discovery of America. Okay, so the Abul Fazl was a medieval Indian writer of Akbar and who referred to the discovery of America. He called as the Alu Manau. Malik Muhammad Jaizi wrote Padmavat. And Amir Khusro, a great poet, writer and musician, wrote Tughlaqnama and Noor Sipasar. Salar invented tabla. So, who discovery of America written by? It's written by Abul Fazl. The Badami rock inscription of Pulkeshian is dated in the Saka year. If the same were to be dated Vikram Samvat, the year will be 601. Firstly converted Badami, so 465 plus 78 plus 58, and it will be converted in the Vikram Samvat. So 601. Next question is, at first, the Turkish administration in India was essentially military, right? The country was paralleled out as Iqta among leading military leaders, right? So initially, the Turkish administration in India was essentially military, and the country was parceled out as Iqta among leading military leaders. The first emperor to start Iqta system was Iltutmish. Now, during the reign of Shah Jahan, Dara Shikoh was sent on expedition to Balkh and Badak Khan and Kandahar. The expedition sent by Shah Jahan to the Middle East was a marvelous success. The expedition sent by Shah Jahan to the Middle East. So Middle East was the marvelous success? No. So Shah Jahan was not successful in the Middle East, but during the reign of Shah Jahan, Dara Shikoh was sent on expedition to Balkh and Kandahar. So Shah Jahan of the Balkh campaign was a failure. The Mughal, taking advantage of the political turmoil and Central Asia, decided to attack Central Asia. In the Mughal army under Azalat Khan was sent north to occupy the Badakhshan, but the campaign was not successful. The main reason for that was huge difference in resources between the two empires. Consider the following is the Tughlaqabad Fort, Lodi Garden, Qutub Minar and Fatehpur Sikri. So see, it's a chronological order. So first was the Qutub Minar, then Tughlaqabad Fort, then Lodi Garden, then Fatehpur Sikri was last. That was in reign of the Akbar, and Lodi Garden was in Lodi's and Tughlaq was before that, Muhammad bin Tughlaq and all that. Let's list first to second. 1556 Battle of Haldighati, right? 1600 is the grant of charter to East India Company, right? And 1686 is Delhi Shivaji, okay? And 1739 was the Nadir Shah captured Delhi, okay? So 1556 Assessors of Akbar, 1600 Grand Charter to East India Company, Jahangir, death of Shivaji, 1686, and 1739 Nadir Shah, the Persian ruler. Now, next is in the given map, the shaded part represent Akbar Empire at a certain juncture. A stain for independent country marks sites of the city. So Akbar was the 1557 Golconda, Lahore. Akbar, Khandesh, Multan, Golconda, Multan, and Golconda, Lahore. So it is I think 1605 Golconda and Lahore, independent country. Okay, the member of Shivaji Astha Pradhana who looked for foreign affairs as Ashtapradhana. It's Sumant. Foreign affairs is for Sumant. Okay, so here is like Peshwa, he was the prime minister, Sachiv, he was secretary, and Pandit Rao, he was the religious, and Sumant was the foreign affairs. Sumant. Okay, so Sumant was who? He was the foreign affairs in the Shivaji. So Suman looked after foreign affairs, Pandit Rao looked after religious matter, Sachiv worked preparing royal edicts, Peshwa for general administration of the empire, and Nyayadhish worked on dispensary justice on civil and criminal matters. Senapati worked for managing the forces and defense of the empire. Mantri was responsible for the internal affair. The loss of Kandar was a big blow to the Mughal Empire from the viewpoint of strategic stronghold. So the loss of Kandar. So Kandar was lost, and that was like strategic stronghold. Loss of Kandar was strategic stronghold. Shah Jahan recovered Kandar in 1638 from Persian but lost it again, and despite 3 campaigns. Fawajil in the Sultanate period means is excess amount paid to the exchequer by the Iqtadar. So Fawajil was balanced between the income and expenditure. So it's excess amount paid by the exchequer by the Iqtadar. So it was the excess amount paid by the Iqtadar. The Sultan of Delhi, who is reputed to have built biggest network of canal in India, was Firoz Shah Tughlaq, who built the biggest network of canal in India. So the Firoz Shah Tughlaq was reputed to have built biggest network of canal during Sultanate period. Some of the canal he built Sirsa, Hansi, Satluj to Yamuna, Dipalpur to Sirmar. Iltutmish is the famous for establishing Chalisa, and Ghiyasuddin Tughlaq founded Tughlaqabad. Sikandar Lodi founded Agra. Okay. Now consider offered their service single those trooper whose statement Ahadi was offered their service single did not attach themselves to any chief. No, it's wrong for Ahadis. They were attached to their chief, and has the emperor as their immediate colonel. Yes, and attached themselves to Mirzas also. So Ahadi was the trooper who were recruited individually and was under command of separate mansabdar of officer, and had a diwan and a bakshi of their own capacity. One consistent feature found in the history of the southern India was growth of small regional kingdom rather than large empire because of the absence of vast area of fertile land. So southern India was growth of small regional kingdom, large empire was not there because there was absence of vast fertile land. But in northern India there was a vast kingdom because of fertile land was there. The king was freed from his people, and the people was freed from the king. This Badauni comments. Muhammad bin Tughlaq. The statement was quoted by Badauni in the work Muntak al-Lubab on the death of Muhammad bin Tughlaq. So he was the criticized for the administration and decision like change in capital of issue of token currency. The striking feature of the Jama Masjid in the Kashmir completed by Jainul Abidin include the turret, similarly with Buddhist pagodas and Persian style. Which of the following pair is not correctly matched? Akbar, Sir Thomas Roe not. Thomas Ross was come in Jahangir period. Jahangir, William Hopkins, yes. Shah Jahan, Tavernier, yes. And Aurangzeb was Manushi. Okay. Next is the given map refer to the kingdom of Khandesh. So Akbar at the time of capture of Khandesh. So this area you can see properly in the map. It's a Khandesh. Okay. So the above map show the territory of Akbar after the victory of over Sindh in 1591 Kandar. Khandesh, the Akbar Empire extended from Himalaya north to Nabda south. Ikta was Delhi Sultanate, Jagir was Mughal, and Amram was in Maratha. No, Amram was in Vijayanagara, and Mokasa was in Maratha. Okay. Now, which one of the following Muslim ruler was held as the Jagadal Guru by his Muslim subject? Jagadal Guru was the Ibrahim Adil Shah. Okay, so Jagdal Guru, the Muslim chief, was Ibrahim Adil Shah, and Bijapur was secular ruler. He was called the Jagdal Guru and Adil Baba. Consider the following next. The first writer to use Urdu was the Amir Khusro, was the musician, poet, scholar. He was the mystic and spiritual disciple of Nizamuddin Aulia Delhi, and is reputed to have invented certain musical instruments like sitar and tabla. Into which Lodi Sultanate does the given map relate, and does the site mark A in the represents Lodi Sultanate? So this was all as Bahlol Lodi of Jaunpur. Okay, so Jaunpur was in patronage of Bahlol Lodi, so represent the Jaunpur. Next, during the time of Akbar, for every 10 cavalry men, the Mansabdari has to maintain 20 horses, and horses had to be rested while on march, and replacement were necessary in time of war. So it is the Jahangir. Okay, so during the Akbar, for every 10 cavalry men, the Mansabdar had maintained 20 horses. Okay, but horses had to be rested while on march, and replacement were necessary in time of war. Horses had to be rested while on the march, and replacement were necessary in the time of war. That's not necessarily okay, but has given horses had to be rested while on the march, and replacement were necessary in time of war. That is right, but Akbar, for every 10 cavalrymen, the Mansabdar had to maintain 20 horses. That's not necessarily. Next is, who among the following streamlined the Maratha administration after Shambhaji? It was the Balaji Vishwanath. So Balaji Vishwanath streamlined the Maratha administration after Shambhaji. He assisted the young Maratha Empress Sahu to consolidate and kingdom. He was called the second founder of Maratha. So Balaji Vishwanath after the Shambhaji. Okay. Next, match the following. It's Namdev. Namdev was the tailor. Okay. Namdev was the tailor, and Kabir was the weaver. Okay. Ravidas was the cobbler. Okay. And Sena was the barber. Now the Mongol under Sena was the barber. Okay. The Mongol under Chengiz Khan invaded India during the reign of, so Chengiz Khan, Mongol under the Chengiz Khan invaded the India during the reign of Iltutmish. So the Mongol under Chengiz Khan invaded India during the reign of Iltutmish, but he did not enter deep inside the countries. Iltutmish refused to give shelter to the Persian king. So which among the following port are called Babul Makkah? It's Surat port. It's called Gate to Makkah, Gateway of Makkah, and Babul Makkah. So during the Mughal period, it's what the gateway of the Makkah, Babul Makkah. Okay. Next is, which of the following is correctly matched? Diwane Bandgan Tughlaq. Okay, right. Exactly. Bandgan for the slave, and Tughlaq was the pioneer of that. The Battle of Khanwa was the more decisive and significant than the first war of Panipat. Rana Sanga, the Rajput hero, was certainly a more formidable adversary than the Lodi. So both are right. Rana Sanga was the Rajput hero, and Battle of Khanwa was the more decisive. Okay. So Rana Sanga was the more formidable and more valuable Ibrahim Lodi, as he had once defeated Ibrahim, and Battle of Khanwa was certainly more significant, decisive. Next is the shaded area in the above map shows empire of it's Shah Jahan. Okay. So Shah Jahan was the shaded area of the map shows that energy of Shah Jahan, Bijapur, Golconda were not only the territory of these were captured Aurangzeb. Okay. So next was the first. Next question is with reference to Sufism in the Indian history, Sheikh Ahmad contemporary to Ibrahim Lodi. Okay, Sheikh Nasiruddin Chirag Dehlvi was the disciple of Nizamuddin Aulia. That's absolutely right. Dehlvi was the Nizamuddin Aulia's disciple. Aurangzeb was the contemporary Sheikh Salim Chishti. No, it's Akbar and Jahangir. The Qadiri order of Sufi was first introduced in India by Sheikh Niamuddin and Maqdum Muhammad Jilani. So here we can be confused. So fourth we will never enter. Okay, and 1 and 2 will be the answer. Next, the historian Barani refused to consider the state in India under Delhi Sultanate as truly Islamic because the Sultanate supplemented the Muslim law by framing its own regulations. Okay, so Barani refused to consider the state in India under Delhi Sultanate as truly Islamic because the Sultanate supplemented the Muslim law by framing its own regulations. In the Sultanate period, the Sultanate supplemented the Muslim law by framing its own regulation. This led historian Barani to consider Delhi Sultanate not as a truly Islamic, and the subject were free to profess their own religion. Okay. Next was the Muhammad bin Tughlaq left Delhi and for 2 years lived in a camp called the Swaraj Dwari. Okay, and at the time Delhi was ravaged by plague and many people died. Yeah, exactly. Muhammad bin Tughlaq was the reign. There was a plague and many people was died, and came called the Swaraj Dwari. Okay, with reference to the medieval Indian ruler, which one of the following statement is correct? Firoz Tughlaq set up separate department for slave. Exactly, it's true because Firoz Tughlaq set up the separate department of slave known as the Diwan-e-Bandgani, which look after the approximately 1,80,000 slave. Who among the following was the Bhakti sent to use Hindi for the propagation of message? It was the Ramananda was the first Bhakti sent to use Hindi for the propagation of message 14th century, which popularized his preaching among local people. Now, the motive behind the Shah Jahan bulk campaign was to it was the secure friendly ruler in Balkh and Badakhshan, which bordered the Kabul. Okay, the Shah Jahan bulk campaign was the Balkh and Badakhshan, which bordered by Kabul. So the motive behind the Shah Jahan Balkh and Badakhshan campaign was to remove the Persian representative and secure friendly ruler in Balkh and Badakhshan, which bordered Kabul. This would help him in controlling the rebel Afghan tribes leaving Ghazni and Khyber. Next one is Emperor Akbar marched toward Afghanistan with huge army. He was on his way to reclaim his ancestors' country of Fargana in Central Asia. So Akbar marched towards the Afghanistan. He was on his way to reclaim the ancestors' country of Fargana. No, actually, Akbar was not interested in Fargana. He was marching there, create a safety valve for his empire, and he was not intention to reclaim his ancestors. Okay. Now, Saluwa Narsimha put an end to the old dynasty and assumed the royal title. Saluwa Narsimha, he wanted to save the kingdom from further degradation and disintegration. So it was wrong and assumed the royal title due to his greed for power, not that he wanted to save the kingdom from further disintegration and disintegration. Okay, Alam Khan, one of those who invited Babur to invade India, was an uncle of Ibrahim Lodi. It's Alam Khan, and a pretender to the throne of Delhi. So Alam Khan was the uncle of Ibrahim Lodi and pretender to the throne of Delhi. Okay, now the battle of Dharmat was Aurangzeb and Dara Shikoh. Battle of Dharmat was fought between the Aurangzeb and Dara Shikoh for the Mughal throne after Shah Jahan. Dara Shikoh was supported by Raja Jaswant Singh and Aurangzeb was supported by Prince Murad. Okay, how did the Mughal Emperor Jahandar Shah reign come to early end? He was defeated by his nephew in a battle. So Aurangzeb, Mughal Emperor Jahandar Shah's reign come to an early end. He was defeated by his nephew in his battle. So it was ended with that. Now next one. In the India, among the following location, they established their earlier factories. It's Pulicat. The Dutch established their earliest factory in India, Masulipatam, Pulicat, Surat, and Kasim Bazar and Cochin. So it was the Pulicat where the first Dutch factory was established. Very important question. Dutch factory, first Dutch factory. It's Pulicat. U and U, Pulicat, cat. So Dutch was in cat. Pulicat. Okay, consider the following statement: the Chola defeated Pandya and Chera rulers, established their domination over the peninsular Indian early medieval. Okay, and the Chola sent the expedition against Shailendra Empire of Southeast Asia and conquered some of the area. Okay, both the statement are correct. Chola extended their dominion at the coast of Chera and Pandya, and their expedition against Shailendra Empire was due to difficulty they are facing in the trade. How did Sultan Qutbuddin Aibak die? So he was died far from his horse while playing the chogan. Consider the following statement: Narsingha Salu ended the Sangam dynasty. Veera Narsingha deposed the last Saluva ruler, seized the throne of himself. Veera Narasimha was succeeded by his younger brother Krishnadev Rai, and Krishnadev Rai was succeeded by his half brother Achyuta Rai. So here answer will be D. 1, 2, 3, 4. So Narasimha Salu ended the Sangam dynasty and seized throne himself, started the Saluva. Then Veer Narasimha deposed the Saluva ruler, seized the throne of himself, and then Veer Narasimha was succeeded his younger Krishnadev Rai, and Krishnadev Rao was first Saluva, then Veer Narasimha, then after then Krishnadev Rai was succeeded by his half brother Achyuta Rai. Okay, all are right. Next, who was the last ruler of the Tughlaq dynasty of the Delhi Sultanate? So last ruler of the Tughlaq dynasty of the Delhi Sultanate was Nasiruddin Mahmud. Sorry. So who was the last ruler of the Tughlaq dynasty of the? It's Nasiruddin Mahmud. So Nasiruddin Mahmud was the last ruler of the Tughlaq dynasty during the reign Amir Timar, and he was succeeded by Khizr Khan of Sayyid dynasty, and Firoz Shah Tughlaq was the ruler of Tughlaq dynasty, and Gyazuddin Tughlaq and Nusrat Shah ruler between the period. So how did the dynasty of Nizam Shahi of Ahmednagar come to be end? Ahmednagar was annexed into Mughal Empire, and Hussain Shah was considered to life imprisonment. So Ahmednagar was annexed into Mughal Empire, and Hussain Shah was considered to be to life imprisoned. Okay, so Hussain Shah considered a life imprisonment, and Ahmednagar was annexed by Mughal Empire. Which one of the following sequence indicate the correct chronological order? Is the Shankaracharya, then Ramanuja, then Chaitanya. Okay, so first was the Shankaracharya, then Ramanuja, then Chaitanya. Alright, consider the following statement about the Sikh Guru. Banda Bahadur appointed as the military leader of the Sikh by Guru Tegh Bahadur. No, he was not military guru. Guru Arjan Dev was Sikh Guru after Guru Ramdas. Yes, first was Ram, then Arjun. You can see like Dwapar, then Treta, kind of. Guru Arjan Dev gave to Sikh their own script Gurumukhi. Yes, Guru Arjan Dev gave to Sikh their own script Gurumukhi. So Arjun was very smart, so he given the Gurumukhi. Okay, Guru Arjun gave the Gurumukhi, and okay. When Raja Wadeyar founded the kingdom of Mysore, who was the ruler of Vijayanagara Empire? He was the Ventaka II. When Raja Wadeyar founded the kingdom of Mysore, who was the ruler of Vijayanagara Empire? So he was the Venkata II. Okay, when Raja Wadeyar was kingdom of Mysore, Ventaka II was the ruler. Muhammad bin Tughlaq issued a new gold coin. Okay, dinar, right. And Muhammad bin Tughlaq wanted to issue token currency in gold coin to promote trade. No, that's not necessarily. Actually, Muhammad bin Tughlaq wanted to issue token currency due to heavy drains of the treasury. That's why. Okay. Now, which one of the following correct chronological order? First is Behlol Lodi, then Sikandar Sikandar Shah Lodi, and then Ibrahim Lodi. So it's Behlol Lodi, then Sikandar Shah Lodi, then Ibrahim Lodi. Okay, so we can see here Behlol Lodi, Sikandar Lodi, then Ibrahim Lodi. Yeah, Ibrahim was the last one, and before that Sikandar, and before that Behlol. Bakht Tukaram was the contemporary of which Mughal emperor? So he was in Jahangir. Tukaram was in the Jahangir. Okay. Now next question is, during the Mughal emperor, did the East India Company establish its first factory? It was Jahangir. So, in English East India Company to trade with the East was formed 1600, but because of the Dutch were well entrenched to Southeast Asia, the English turned to Indian trade, particularly textile. So Jahangir was the son of Akbar, came to the throne after Akbar's death. He is known for his strict administration and justice. Captain William Hawkins, a representative of East India Company, came to Jahangir court, and Thomas Roe, an ambassador of King James of England, also come to the court. So initially Jahangir resisted. He later on granted permission to the English to establish the trading post of Surat. The English also established factory at Madras, Masulipatam and Calcutta. So Jahangir, son of Akbar, came to the throne after Akbar's death, and it is known for his strict administration and justice. So Captain William Hopkins, representative of East India Company, came to the Jahangir court. Then Thomas Roe, an ambassador of the king. So it was the representative of East India Company, that was the Hopkins, and ambassador was the Thomas Roe. King James of England and came to the court, and initially Jahangir resisted, and he later granted to permission to English to establish the trading post as Surat. So it was the Surat, and after that Madras, Masulipatam, Calcutta. With whose permission did the English set up their first factory in Surat? It was the Jahangir. So the Jahangir East India Company was formed in 600, and charter signed Queen Elizabeth granted permission to the trade. Captain Hawkins paid to the visit to the court Jahangir and but failed to secure trading rights. However, Sir Thomas Roe visit, they were permitted establish first factory Surat. Gradually the company established its trading center Bombay, Calcutta, Madras. Why did Buddhism start declining in India in the early medieval time? So Buddha was by that time considered as one of the incarnation of Vishnu, and thus become a part of Vaishnavism. All right. So declining in India, yeah, they was going for incarnation. The invading tribes from Central Asia till the time of last Gupta king adopted Hinduism and persecuted Buddha. The king of Gupta dynasty was strongly opposed to Buddhism. Fourth is wrong, so you can easily rule out three options. Buddhism started declining in India early medieval time because Buddha was by the name considered as one of the incarnation of Vishnu, and thus become a part of Vaishnavism. Okay. So, few tribes from Central Asia till the times of the Gupta adopted Buddhism religion. The king of Gupta dynasty was opposed Buddhism. Now, with reference to the religion history of medieval India, Sufi mystics were known to pursue which of the following practice? It was meditation, control breath, severe aesthetic exercise in lonely place, and recitation of holy song to arouse state of audience. Okay. Now, Shah Waliullah divides Sufism into two epochs, and epoch will be Prophet. Sufi were aesthetic. In the second epoch, Sufi live in the state of continued meditation and contemplation. The last and fourth epoch coincide. The Sufi of this period recited mystic song. Consider the following Bhakti saint. It was the Dadu Dayal. So Babu took over. So it's talking about the preaching when dynasty fell and Babu took over. It was only Guru Nanak. Actually, Dadu Dayal was in later phase, and Tyagraj also. So it is Dadu Dayal lives between 1500 to 1603, Tyagraj between 1767, and the statement definitely incorrect. So Guru Nanak lived between 1469 and 1539. In medieval India, the designation Mahatara and Patakia were used for. Mahatara and Patakila was the village headsman. So Mahatara and Patakila, they was the village headman. Okay. Village headsman Mahatara and Patakila. Next is, I can't taking right picture. Okay, so next will be the art and culture. We will discuss later.